I want to quickly talk to you about cargo van, no personal guarantee, business lines of credit. So if you have a cargo van business and you're looking for a no PG business line of credit, here are the rankings I want you to follow. So number one, you have SBG Funding. This is a wonderful lender. We love them a lot, and they're very generous, by the way. You're looking at a business line of credit for your cargo van business from $10,000 all the way to $750,000. So that's really good. You're looking at 10 grand to $750,000, and they give you a funding window of 24 months. So basically, what happened here is that every 2 years they will actually renew your cargo van no PG business line of credit as long as you are actually paying on time and you actually fulfill other conditions. So that's really cool. We love the fact that this is a lender that actually has no prepayment penalties for their cargo van, no personal guarantee, business line of credit. You have same-day funding available, and you can actually draw funds as needed. So that's really cool in terms of flexibility, operational flexibility. We love that a lot. Okay, now the only thing we don't like with this business line of credit for your cargo van business is that you actually must have a business bank account, and they do not fund startups. So if you are a startup cargo van business, you're not going to be approved. And there are cases where they actually have a high annual revenue requirement. So basically, it's one of those things where you have to see what your cash flows are saying, your cash inflows versus your cash outflows. And they also charge up to 2.50% each time you withdraw funds. Okay. And their interest rates are kind of reasonable. You're looking at the interest rates starting at the 1% per month. So that's really cool. That's a little above a 12% per year, but it's still manageable. Okay. So if you have a cargo van business and you're looking for a no personal guarantee business line of credit, you will love SBG Funding. Now, the funding program actually depends upon the state you are hailing from. So in terms of revenue, for instance, revenue requirements, they want you to have at least $100,000 all the way to half a million, depending on the state that you are hailing from. Okay. And in some cases, they'll also look at your cash flow statements as well as your load revenue trends for the last 2 years. So those are criteria they look at. Another cargo van business, no personal guarantee, business line of credit that I want to share with you is Fundable. And Fundable is really, really generous. I mean, they are very generous. Can you imagine? They're giving you up to $5 million in business line of credit. No PG. Okay. So $5,000 all the way to $5 million. And they give you a very generous repayment window. I mean, the business line of credit window is 10 years. So if they approve you, as long as you satisfy their liquidity requirements, your business line of credit for your cargo van business could be open for 10 years, okay? And the interest rate is kind of reasonable too. You are looking at 7% all the way to 20%. So that's really cool. And we love the fact that Fundable actually is very fast in terms of funding. We've seen cases where they approved the cargo van business loans within 1 day, okay? On top of that, there are no prepaid penalties. You have fast funding, of course, and you have low personal credit score requirements. So somewhere from 500 all the way to 550, and there are cases where 600, okay? Now, they may use a hard credit pull, and they may charge an origination fee of up to 3%. So that's a lot. On top of that, your line of credit for your cargo van business might be secure by a UCC1 filing. So we have actually had an entire show on the UCC1 filing. So if you are interested in knowing more about this subject, I invite you to go to that show. Okay. One thing I want to say here is that when we talk about Fundable, of course, we're speaking about a very generous business line of credit, no PG for your cargo van business. But hey, listen, if for some reason you don't like the business line of credit, you can actually avail yourself of other funding programs within Fundable. So you have, for instance, you have bridge loans, you have SBA loans, you have business loans. So you have all kinds of loans. So that's really cool. And now, direct lending requirements for the business line of credit are kind of steep, though. The loan requirements through Fundable's partner network are low. So 6 months time in business, an annual revenue of $150,000 to $200,000, and you have to provide 3 of the most recent business bank statements. So those are really really important criteria. Next, I want to share with you Blue Vine. Blue Vine is a great cargo van, no personal guarantee, business line of credit. And Blue Vine actually has been financing the transportation industry for the last 5 years. Okay. And so what we love about Blue Vine is they're really fast. On top of that, they can actually, you can actually open a business bank account with them. So if your cargo van business is looking to actually open a business checking account, you can actually have that with Blue Vine. Now, Blue Vine is not a bank. They are a fintech, but they are affiliated with a regular bank. So your funds are actually safe anyway, okay? And so NDIC in short, not a problem. And so basically, Blue Vine is great for established cargo van businesses. The line of credit amount goes from $5,000 all the way to $250,000. So I mean, you might say, well, this is a little lower than what Fundable or SBG funding is actually proposing. But the cool thing about Blue Vine is that they have experience when it comes to mounting different funding programs. So if you are able to establish a good relationship with them for your cargo van business, they could actually finance you through multiple layers, through multiple rounds. So that's really good. Now, for their business line of credit, their repayment window is very limited, 12 months. That's how Blue Vine was able to run its business very successfully for the last 12 years so far. So that's really cool. And the interest rate is kind of cool also for your business line of credit. For a cargo van business, you're looking at 6%. And so for Blue Vine is really fast in terms of funding as well. So you'll get your cash as soon as possible. That's really fantastic. They have high loan maximums, low minimum credit score, and you can bank and borrow with the same company. That's what I was just telling you a little earlier, that Blue Vine is also a bank. So that's really cool. And they actually require $20,000 to $40,000 in monthly revenue for your cargo van business. Okay. Now, the only thing I need to specify here is that business lines of credit for cargo van businesses are not available in Nevada, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Those three states, Blue Vine hasn't gotten a banking license there yet. So they're still working on it, but right now they're not there yet. I want to talk to you about American Express Business Blueprint. So if you have a cargo van business and you're looking for a cargo van business, no PG business line of credit, you will love American Express. I mean, American Express, besides the credit cards and everything else, they can actually help you out and they can lend you up to $250,000. Okay, so you have $2,000 all the way to $250,000. Now, a couple of years ago, before COVID, American Express wasn't proposing this sort of services, this sort of product, if you will, but they actually bought over during COVID. They bought over a company called Cabbage, and Cabbage used to actually offer business lines of credit for cargo van businesses, among other businesses. And when American Express bought over this company, this still kept the tradition of financing cargo van businesses, sprinter van businesses, step van businesses. You have all kinds of businesses in different niches. So that's really cool. And with American Express, you have a fast funding program and you have an online application possible. You have an app, so you can apply for your cargo van, no PG business line of credit through the American Express app. So that's really cool. You have multiple term options. That's really great also. And one thing I want to say here is that we love the fact that American Express is really cool because you can establish a relationship, a banking relationship, a borrower/lender relationship. The only thing is they want you to be in business for at least 1 year. So you must have started your business at least a year ago to actually qualify for this American Express cargo van, no PG business line of credit. And after 2 years, if you actually process or if you maintain a satisfactory rating, a satisfactory credit rating for 2 years, American Express can actually extend to you their other credit programs such as credit cards, business loans, and so on and so forth. So that's really good. I mean, American Express is basically a behemoth when it comes. It's a giant when it comes to business financing, especially for cargo van businesses. So you want to really seize this opportunity. So that's just really fantastic. Next, I want to share with you Fundbox. So when we talk about cargo van, no personal guarantee, business line of credit, we love the fact that that Fundbox is really great. They are really fast also. I mean, they're not as generous as all the other players here. So because they are capping you at $150,000, so the interval you're looking at $1,000 all the way to $150,000. The repayment window is actually really short also. You're looking at 3 to 6 months. So your business line of credit for your cargo van business is renewed every 6 months. Okay, so they look at your file, they look at your payment history, your cash inflows and your cash outflows, and they will renew it they will renew it. Okay, now Fundbox is pretty interesting in the sense that they want you to really pay them actually on a weekly basis. So if you draw cash from the pool, from the business line of credit they extend it to you, they want you to actually pay them as early as possible. I mean, that's just a good way to actually cover their ass if you think about it. So they want to really mitigate risk as soon as possible. So you have an interest rates that starts at 4.66%. Now, there is a weekly fee also. That's something to really think about. So when you think about Fundbox, I want you to think about a fast online application process. You might have a next day funding. So for your cargo van business, and there is a low minimum credit score. Yeah. So credit score, like you're looking at maybe a 575 and 550, like 550 to 575. In some cases, they might go to 600, but that's because of the states where you are at. So they actually base their requirement on the location of your cargo van business. Okay. And the cool thing is that Fundbox is available in all 50 states and multiple territories, unlike Bluevine, right? Because Bluevine was available only in 47 states out of 50, but Fundbox is available in all 50 states, and so that's really good. And so what we love about Fundbox is that they're really fast. They're really fast, and they're not going to really complicate things for you, okay? And they might ask you for a minimum business annual revenue of $100,000. So your cargo van business must actually generate at least about $8,000 every single month. Next, I want to share with you Backed, and Backed is another great cargo van, no personal guarantee business line of credit. And here you're looking at a line of credit amount that goes from $5,000 all the way to $750,000, and the repayment window 6 to 12 months. So that's really cool. And you have a great funding program also here. We love the fact that you have with Backed, you have relaxed eligibility requirements and no personal guarantee required. So that's really good. And the only disadvantages with this lender is that you might have a weekly repayments required, a short repayment period of 6 to 12 months, and they do charge a high 3% origination fee. So something to really think about. But overall, we love the fact that their lines of credit are unsecured with no personal guarantee required. Rates can go as high as 30%, and a 3% origination fee applies. And borrowers, cargo van business borrowers, can pre-qualify before applying, and Backed reports payment to one business credit reporting agency, and that's Dun & Bradstreet. So that's really cool. 7, you have On Deck. So we love the fact that On Deck is really strong after so many years. And so when you think about On Deck, I want you to think about flexibility. I want you to think about simplicity too. Now, the loan amounts, the business lines of credit are smaller though. But hey, listen, it is still something, right? So you're looking at $6,000 all the way to $100,000. And the repayment window here, 12 months. So you have fast same-day funding, relaxed eligibility, and you have a business line of credit that reports to credit bureaus. The only thing is that On Deck is not available in all 50 states, so that could be a problem for some people. But hey, listen, it is what it is. And so basically, their interest rate actually hovers around 30% to 50%. And so that's really a little high for some people. And there are some restricted industries. So restricted industries include cargo van businesses that have a relationship to the adult entertainment world, art dealers, firearms vendors, and mortgage and non-mortgage loan brokers. Okay, and there is an origination fee of up to 4%. You may also be required to make a minimum draw of $1,000 at origination. So it is what it is. If we are talking about cargo van, no personal guarantee, business line of credit, we have to really include Bank of America. Actually, the last two lenders here are banks. Bank of America actually has, for the last 25 years, financed the transportation industry. And the cool thing about Bank of America is that you have a bank that's a behemoth, a giant in this industry. So they don't have a limit for their cargo van, no personal guarantee, business line of credit. They will start you at $25,000, but there is no upper limit. Okay, and the repayment window, 6 to 18 months, and this is really good. And the interest rate starts at 8.25%. Okay, and so you have renewable loan terms, multiple options for different needs. That's really good. And the only thing about Bank of America is that there might be stringent eligibility requirements, especially if you are in a specific geography, like city and state. Okay, and one thing we love about this particular Bank of America business line of credit is that they give you the opportunity to establish a regular banking relationship with them, and this could actually lead you to more funding programs being approved for your cargo van business, such as business credit card for your cargo van business, a business loan for your cargo van business, a business line of credit for your business line of credit, or for your business. So that's really cool. Next, you have Wells Fargo Business. So this is another great giant when it comes to a cargo van, no personal guarantee, business line of credit. Now, Wells Fargo wants you to have a pre-existing relationship with them before you apply for this cargo van, no personal guarantee, business line of credit. So the business line of credit amounts are kind of limited. We are looking at $10,000 all the way to $150,000. I mean, here is a bank that's a little timid when it comes to funding, but we love the fact that with Wells Fargo, you have a bank that offers 3 different business lines of credit. You have low starting rates, and you are able to earn rewards on eligible purchases. Okay, and so that's really good. And now there is a $100,000 limit for online application. So if you want to have a cargo van business line of credit through the website or through the app, you're gonna have to have at least $100,000. Now, you always have the opportunity to go to a branch, have a conversation about your cargo van business, and actually see what possibilities there are when it comes to financing your cargo van business. And Wells Fargo will work with you. They have pretty knowledgeable and pretty professional staff members who will work with you to make sure you are getting what you want. So here's a recap here. In today's conversation, I spoke to you about the best cargo van business loans. Not business loans, cargo van, no personal guarantee, business lines of credit. So here are the rankings. Number 1, SBG funding. Number 2, Fundable. Number 3, Blue Vine. Number 4, American Express Business Blueprint. Number 5, Fundbox. Number 6, Backed. Number 7, On Deck. Number 8, Bank of America Business. And number 9, Wells Fargo Business. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.